Hello Year 6, welcome to Friday's math video. We are carrying on in the same book today, still in the workout book, and we are moving on today to pages 31 and 32. So we're starting to look at some more shape work today. So the first one says label the parts of the circle in the picture below. So I'm going to help you with this because we haven't really done it. I don't think you will have ever done it really at primary school. I think it will be brand new learning. So I'm going to help you with the answers. So all the way around a circle, so the full way around the outside is the circumference. Okay, so that's the circumference of a circle. Halfway then, so from the outside to the middle, is the radius. And the full way across is the diameter. Okay, so you can write those in 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to need those a bit later on as well on the next page, so we need to remember those. Okay, number 2 then says, what shape will this net make? Draw another net that will make the same shape. So if you had a piece of paper that was in that shape and you folded it all up, what shape do you think it would make? Okay, if you're not sure, you could rip a piece of paper out of your purple book, draw that on, cut it out, and then fold it up and see what shape it makes. That might help you to visualise it. And then you can see if there's another way you can make that shape and draw it in that box. Try and use a ruler if you've got one, but don't worry too much if you haven't, just try your best. Number 3 then says complete the table to describe the properties of the shapes. So you've just got to put the ticks in the correct boxes on this one. So some have already been done for you. So if a shape has 4 equal length sides, so all the sides are the same but they've only got 4 sides. Square's already done for you. A rhombus, yes, that's got 4 equal sides, hasn't it? A rectangle doesn't. The 2 end sides are shorter, aren't they? A parallelogram, no, they're not all the same, and neither's a kite. So you wouldn't tick those. You just tick rhombus for that one. 4 angles of 90 degrees then. We know not many shapes have 4 perfect right angles, don't we? We know a square does, so you could tick square, but then I think that's the only one you can tick for that one. You need to go through then, have a look at what it says and go through each shape carefully and think, does that have 2 pairs of equal length sides? Does that have at least 1 pair of parallel sides? You could always go on the internet and Google a picture, so you could go on Google and put rhombus in and look at a picture of a rhombus, and that might help you to answer the questions. Okay, so just make sure you read what it's asking you and go through each shape carefully. Okay, on page 32 then. So it says, write below each net what 3D shape it would make. I'm going to give you a few clues here because it can be quite hard to visualise it. So on A, if you folded that up, it would make a 3D rectangle. Think about what a 3D rectangle is and write that on there. Think about what shape that is. B is a triangular something. You've got triangles at each side. Have a think. If you folded that up, what would it make? And the last one is a square-based something. Think if you folded those up, what would that shape look like? Question 2 then, it says below are the radii of some circles, so that's the plural of radius. For each one, write down its diameter. So, please excuse my drawing of a circle, but it's the best I could do. So, I've drawn on here something that might help you. So, the full circle, remember, is circumference, but we don't need that. We're just thinking about radius and diameter. So, if we've been given the radius, which is here, but we want the diameter, what do you think we're going to have to do? So a radius, if radius is 6 centimetres, which is this part, but we need to know the full length, we're going to have to multiply it by 2, aren't we? So on question 2, all you've got to do is multiply those by 2 to find the diameter. Okay? On question 3 then, it says draw the answers to these enlargements on the grid below. So it says enlarge by scale factor 3. So that just means you need to multiply it by 3. That shape needs to be 3 times bigger. So you'll see that there's 1 there. That side is 1 square long. Okay, so 1 times 3 is 3. So that means it doesn't matter where you put it as long as it fits on the grid. So that needs to be, hang on, let me just draw it for you, 3. So like there 1, it needs to be 3 squares. So I've done 1, 2, 3. Yeah, up the side is just 1. So 1 times 3 is 3. So up the sides, try and do it nice and dark so you can see it, needs to be 3 as well. Yeah, and then 3 again up here, 3 again up here, and join it up. Okay, so I take it side by side. So for the next one, we're doing it scale factor 2. So you've only got to multiply it by 2, this one. So along the bottom is 1, 2, 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. So along the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you're going to have to do it quite close so it fits. Along the bottom is going to be 6 long. Where am I here? 6 long. Yeah, so I'd take it side by side. For this one, actually, I'd do it above. Do it up here because you're not going to have enough space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So forget that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so up there, 6 along, and then that one's a 1. So 1 times 2. So the one on a slant would be 2. And then you can keep going and finish it off. Okay? On the bottom question then, question 4, it says below are the diameters of some circles. For each one, write down its radius. So it's the opposite of what we did on question 2. So you've been given the diameter, which is the full length, but we just want the radius. So to go from radius to diameter, we multiplied by 2. So we need to do the opposite and go the other way. So if the diameter is 52 centimetres long, then we need to divide it by 2 to get our radius and half it, basically. So half of 52 would give you the radius of that circle. Okay, so all of those, you just need to divide them by 2. Okay, I hope that all makes sense. Just have a go and try your best, and don't forget to email me if you need any help, and I look forward to seeing all of your pictures for today. Have a lovely weekend. See you on Monday.